Hey y'all, it's Q. Welcome back to Q the Cajun. If this is your first time, hope you enjoy the video. Today we're doing a classic little shrimp and crab leg boil. As you can see, some of the ingredients going in super simple. We're going to use a little water, some salt, garlic and onion powder, and some Zatarians liquid boil. Now you can use a regular onion or some garlic. But you'll have to boil those a little bit longer, especially if you want to eat them. And it takes a long time for those vegetables to really soften up and give you the flavor you want. For this one, we just went a little bit simple and did some granulated garlic and some ground up onion powder. Again, lemons coming in now. Citrus is always good with seafood. No matter what kind of seafood it is, a lemon sure ain't a bad touch. We're throwing the top back on this stuff just so we can get that boiling real quick, because soon we're going to drop in some potatoes, another root type vegetable, right? It takes a long time to get those soft. So we're dropping them in early. And then, of course, as we go, you'll be able to see some of the other ingredients going in. Now, for this particular shrimp ball, it's just me and my wife. So we've got just 1 pound of shrimp. We've got 2 pounds of crab legs. And then we're going to do about 1 pound of sausage, just a little bit of potatoes. Those were left over. You'll see how small those things are. You want to stick to about a golf ball size. You get any bigger than that, you might want to think about cutting them in half and throwing them in there. But, of course, those red potatoes is the classic. That's what we like to use, boiling potatoes back at home. Here in Georgia, you people might call this a low country boil. We prefer just to call it dinner for two. Stirring this up a little bit now. You'll see on the video, kind of keep things moving. Want to make sure you kind of keep a feel of what you got in the pot, because you might lose sight of it, especially as you keep adding ingredients. Sometimes you forget what you actually put in, especially if you're having a couple beers with it, which I do recommend. Maybe just 1 beer, and that's it. Kind of like your boys over at Portnoy Boy. 1 bite, that's all. Maybe 1 beer, that's all when you're cooking. Then here you see we're dropping some ears of corn. These are fresh. We chopped them up a while back, put them in the freezer. So they're frozen, fresh ears of corn. That's just 1 corn in the cob, chopped up into 3. The frozen kind work just as good, sometimes even better. Depending on how many people you've got, you can get a good little 12-pack and drop them in a bigger bowl. But again, just for me and my wife here. So we've got the corn, we've got the 1 pound of sausage, we got those few potatoes in here. It's all starting to go. We leave the top off now because we've already got a good rumble, and we're not dropping a whole lot of stuff in it. So even when we put new things in the pot, it's not really changing our boiling temperature too much. So as we kind of get through this now, you're seeing sausage. Of course, it's up to you. I don't like mine too soft, I should say, right? So we put them in there with the corn just so they can boil a little bit. Sausage is already cooked. It's smoked sausage. I think it's Roger Wood. A lot of this stuff you can find at just your local supermarket, so that's what makes this fun. You don't have to, kind of be on the Gulf Coast to get some fresh seafood. The seafood we have is frozen, and I just grabbed it up from the Kroger. So we're still going here. We're going to keep boiling. Of course, you've got your shrimp coming up now. I've had those out the freezer for about, an hour. And we'll start putting them in some cold water, and we'll kind of filter out that water 3 or 4 times here while we're going. Eventually, by the end of it, right, all the ice is gone. The water's not as cold to the touch as it was when you first started. When you first start, you put the water in there, it's a nice block of shrimp. So you kind of want to keep that filtering out. Otherwise, it's just going to stay frozen, and you don't want to throw any frozen shrimp in here. Change the temperature of your water too drastically, because we do have a lot to cook. Although it doesn't take too long. I think start to finish, we're looking at about 35 minutes here once you start boiling your water. Of course, you have to have your shrimp, defrosting by then too. So we're definitely continuing to boil. You can see it. Here come the shrimp. That's just about 1 pound of frozen raw large shrimp from the store. The heads are already off. It's already deveined. So if you're looking to do kind of a date night shrimp, just do more shrimp and no crab. It's much easier, easy to peel. It's already got the nasty stuff out of it, so your old lady might even enjoy it. And I'm showing you this because even though we're sped up, that shrimp was only in the pot for about a minute, and it's already turning that pinkish orange color. So we're only boiling this shrimp for maybe 4 minutes before we're throwing in these frozen crab. Now the crab's already steamed and then flash frozen, right? So we don't have to cook this crab. All we want it to do is to thaw out and soak up some of this good flavor we put in this pot. I mean, all the sausage, the corn, the lemon, the seasoning, it's all providing a good little base. It's not just water anymore. It's got a lot of flavor inside that water. So we're going to let the crab soak it up. This goes for about 1 minute before you put that top on and you turn the heat off, because we're just going to let them soak for about 20 minutes. I appreciate y'all sticking around watching this full video. There'll be more to come. We're just getting started. Looking forward to sharing some background with you and getting some more videos up so you guys can enjoy some at-home cooking just with a little Cajun inspiration in there. So again, thanks. Like, subscribe, share it, do whatever you need to do to kind of get this going. This is only video number 2, and the first one was just Friday night grocery haul. Thanks. Q the Cajun out.